Even OnlyFans said hell no. Yeah, I want to take a look. Hold on, let's take a look. I'm
All right,
curious.
what's going on, everybody? Welcome back
Dude,
to.
I'm so shocked that the OnlyFans literally banned this woman, for the for the 1,000 thing, because she was gonna do it in January. So well, she was gonna do it in January. So who knows actually?
Another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a pretty ridiculous news story, one that honestly it shouldn't even be news. This shouldn't even be a situation that ever existed in the first place.
True.
But unfortunately, this is where we're at in the world. So like a month or two ago, I made a video about an OnlyFans model who had this big video go viral where she was like basically preparing for her ultimate life goal, which was to sleep with 100 men in a single day. This quote unquote journey, if you can even call it that, was filmed, and beforehand, she's like all hyped up about it. She thinks it's gonna be so awesome, and then she's like all traumatized and heartbroken or whatever after she does it. Well,
Yeah, it's a documentary that we saw. What was it, in December, right? At the end of December, I think it was somewhere around there. I don't remember. It's been like a while.
apparently somebody decided to one-up her. Actually, they didn't one-up her. They about 900 or so upped her. So there was just a couple weeks after all this a big situation where another one of these OnlyFans stars decided to sleep with over 1,000 men in about 12 hours or so. Now, I can't even believe, like I said, that this is something we're discussing, because I can't even imagine that somebody would have so little self-worth or dignity that they would even comprehend doing something like this in the first place. But
Oh, so it's someone else who did it. Oh, that's crazy.
that
Hey,
is
Steel.
unfortunately the news today, right? That's what's been going on. Well, funny enough, as all of these OnlyFans models or whatever keep trying to go thought for thought with one another on who can sleep with the most amount of men in a single day.
Man, dude, I never knew it was a competition just to find out how many men you're gonna be sleeping with. To be honest, I never knew. To be honest.
OnlyFans has apparently just about had enough of the debauchery. Now, obviously, their business is not going anywhere anytime soon, but apparently they do have some limits on what they will allow people to do, as this model who has slept with over 1,000 men in a single day has seen her big money-milking video basically be banned from the platform. So, porn star Bonnie Blue is being brutally roasted after her record-breaking marathon with 1,057 men in 12 hours.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Okay.
Was banned. The high profile, I almost said so, the high profile British sex worker whose Australian visa was cancelled in November after public outcry over her viral Schoolies stunt featuring, quote, barely legal young men, had planned to make a fortune by selling the video of her sleeping with over 1,000 men. However, the explicit video has since been removed from the 25-year-old subscription site after OnlyFans reportedly said the X-rated clip breached its rules. So if you're
I'm gonna be honest with you, I never even knew OnlyFans had rules, to be honest.
wondering what rule was broken on
Yeah, I'm
OnlyFans
curious.
throughout this
I'm
entire thing,
curious.
apparently OnlyFans takes it really seriously, like the whole age thing, of course. I mean, as they should. Nobody really wants them to not enforce that rule, I feel like. That seems like a pretty decent rule that you should actually be able to verify, like, that the people doing this shit are
It's probably like 18-year-olds. That's probably what it is.
adults, right? But apparently, with there being over 1,000 men involved in this entire thing, and some of them declared quote unquote barely legal, OnlyFans couldn't really verify that all of the men who participated were actually of age. And
But like there's always like videos about that, like, oh, barely legal, they're 18 years old, you know I've seen it before. I've seen that title always when it comes to young girls or so, right? Like I've seen it before. It's, I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy, to be honest. No, she had sex with 1,053 dudes in like 12 hours.
And so they decided it was, I don't know, too much of a brand risk, or basically this woman filmed this video for the express purpose of putting herself out there as being the biggest hoe. You know what I mean? Nobody
Is that really a title that you want to have? Really? Is that really worth it, to be honest?
ever decides to sleep with even more than like one person in a day and they not be a hoe. You know what I mean? It's a pretty insane thing to do, to sleep with 1,000 people in 12 hours. So I
sleep with 0 people in my bed in the past centuries.
to go ahead and do a little math here, right? And just
I'm too busy. I'm busy. I'm grinding. I'm working in the trenches, chat. I'm too busy.
How exactly this was even possible, you know what I mean? Because some people, like an Amazon driver, for instance, right? They drop off what, maybe like 100, 200 houses worth of packages a day in like a 10-hour shift. So I wanted to see, how is it even possible to have 1,000 partners in 12 hours? So 12 hours is 720 minutes, meaning that in order to complete this, there had to be either multiple people going at a time, or every single person involved in doing this got less than a minute or so with this person. Probably.
Yeah, it could be like that. Because if the title is named Barely Legal, right, which is 18-year-olds, right, I would assume most of those 18-year-olds are probably virgins. I'm going to take a good guess that some of those 18-year-olds are probably virgins, you know, and that's pretty much it. You know, they probably cummed really fast, you know, to kind of tell her like, yeah, I had sex with 1,000+ people, you know, so.
Probably somewhere around 20 to 30 seconds. So the fact that this is even a video that was filmed in the first place, like, it's pretty fucking disgusting on everyone's part. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, because I saw the reaction to the whole woman sleeping with 100 men in one day thing.
Yeah.
You had women out here who were trying to put all the blame on the men, like, oh,
That was, to be honest, that was so dumb. I was like, what are you doing? You literally had sex. You yourself gave away to 100 dudes, and now you're blaming the guys for it? Ugh, you're crazy.
the men didn't sign up to do it, it wouldn't happen. As if the woman who chose to let this happen to her had no agency in the decision. She didn't make the decision. She wasn't making a whole fucking documentary about how great it was going to be. Everybody involved in this shit is just disgusting.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. There is no winning in a situation like this. I mean, first off, you're sleeping with an OnlyFans model, so it's like basically entering a car where the keys have been left inside and the car is unlocked, right? It's not like it's much of an accomplishment. Congratulations, bro. But then to like post it online and treat it like it's some sort of real accomplishment or something good, I mean, you really have to just have such a little level of self-respect and dignity and value to even consider that an accomplishment. I'm not gonna lie, if I was a father and my daughter did this and like that was what she was known for in life, no funny shit, I might have to go ahead and just end it all. Like, really, I would like walk off a building or some shit, because like, I mean, come on, bro. There is no person in their right mind who looks at this and is like proud of this woman for doing this shit or thinks that it's a good thing. And truthfully, the fact that OnlyFans stepped in and said, nah, even this shit is too far for our platform, we can't have this happening here, I gotta actually give some credence to OnlyFans on that one, man. Because,
I'm pretty
like,
surprised too as well.
In terms of a business decision, the right thing for them to do would have been to just let the video go up or whatever, just hope that everyone involved in making it was being honest and truthful about their age and whatever. But even with all the money that would have been on the table, because let's be real, people would have bought this shit. There are so many simps and just sad people out there willing to pay for this shit, right?
Yeah, there's actually legit people who would actually pay for these kinds of content, to be honest. It doesn't surprise me, not a single bit. I'm like, you have the websites that are literally for free, you know, but then you have people who pay for them. I'm just like, man, dude, that's pretty sad in my personal opinion.
it would have made money. But OnlyFans said, nah, we can't have this. This is too far even for us. And this is a platform that has helped normalize a lot of this shit in the first place in society. Not to say it was like the first porn site or whatever, but in terms of like being with 100, 1,000, 6 million men in the same day or whatever, right? It honestly just kind of seems like, well, it wasn't happening much before OnlyFans. At least it wasn't making fucking like round the world news headlines and stuff like that. So Blue, who recorded the jaw-dropping video at a $30,000 mansion, what an oxymoron that is, famed for hosting illegal sex parties, has previously been vocal about why she makes her controversial content, stating she often rage baits in order to boost subscriptions and ultimately line her pockets. As a result, social media are having a field day, pointing out Blue's shocking stunt was all for nothing if she can't make money from it. Quote, imagine doing all that work for nothing, one wrote on Facebook. Quote, what an anticlimax, scoffed someone else. I mean, it's honestly what she deserves, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna be admittedly a quite literal sexual attention whore, I think the funniest possible outcome is that you completely desecrate your body for 1,000 people in the same day. You ruin any dignity, any respect or worth that you could have to anyone who's not a literal porn addict in the world. The fact that you do all of that ultimately for nothing, it speaks volumes. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that deny karma is real, but I can't really think of many better examples of karmic justice out there. The universe really stepped in on this one and said, nah, we're not letting this fucking slide. Out of all the alien civilizations that are undiscovered out there and all the wacky shit that they're probably up to, like the divine hand of God reached in on this one and said, nah, we're not letting this one slide. Skepticism about the stunt has been rife since Blue first alleged it happened in mid-January. Many speculated the extreme task was logistically impossible in the 12-hour time frame she said it occurred in, but Blue shrugged off the criticism. Quote, the numbers are true, she told news.com.australia at the time. Her claim was backed up by an unemployed security guard named Ollie Walker, who admitted he was in the queue for the session. He ended up backing out after being put off by the fact the participants didn't get one-on-one time with Blue. Meanwhile, a video showing a
so it wasn't one-on-one, so it was multiple men on her. So if that's the case, right? If that is the case itself, that multiple men were on her, right, during this entire thing, so then it is possible to do it in 12 hours.
Concerned mom dragging her 19-year-old out of the line also appears to support Blue's claim that the marathon really occurred. Further fueling the mystery of this world record is that behind-the-scenes footage of the aftermath of the session has disappeared from YouTube. I mean, what a fucking just disgustingly sad tale. Imagine you're a 19-year-old man who obviously doesn't respect
19-year-old dude, huh? Yep.
himself, doesn't really value himself, doesn't really value his dignity or anything like that. And you're lining up as what, contestant number 719 in the 1,000 man bang up? I mean, imagine sitting there and considering that in your head, and then your mother walks in to the entire thing and it's like, okay, Johnny, get your condoms, get your mask, we're leaving. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I can't imagine the heartbreak that a mother has to go through when she has to drag her 19-year-old son out of the village gangbang. You know what I mean? Like, at that point, like, you have to know that you failed as a parent, right? You have to know, like, I did not raise my son like this, hopefully.
There is an SFW Squid Game.
But this is
that is an actual thing.
Now. It's such a fucking sobering reality, I'm sure, to come.
And I'll be honest with you, it's probably a lot more cleaner than this, though. I'll be honest with you.
Dude, imagine that car ride back home. Honestly, I don't even want to imagine that. So the other guy decides, nah, man, this one isn't for me. He doesn't decide it because there's 1,000 other men about to have sex with the same woman that he is in the same, you know, sunset, basically. It's because not even that he's like 850th in line. It's because he's not going to get one-on-one time with her, which I don't know what you expected. She's trying to fit in literally over 1,000 guys in 12 hours.
Yeah.
Really not sure what you saw coming there.
Yeah.
Not to, you know, no pun intended or whatever, but I don't really know what you were expecting there, my guy. But honestly, the fact that he is an unemployed security guard really adds up on who exactly is the type of guy who's going to be doing some shit like this. Some jobless motherfucker sitting there ready to go is once again contestant 914. He's got 700 spots to go. He's about 6 hours away from his 20 seconds of fun. I just can't even imagine it. I really can't even imagine it, man. And I want to just wrap this up with a point that I think is quite interesting. I don't know if people saw this headline recently, but there was this viral like TikTok situation where these people did like a predator poachers-esque confrontation of a guy who was like 21 years old, except they didn't hook him up with a child or whatever. They had an 18-year-old girl that he was supposed to consensually meet up with. 21 and 18, keep in mind, 2 adults. And it turned out that once the 21-year-old man showed up there, they jumped him. A gang of people jumped him and beat the fuck out of him because it was quote-unquote gross and it was quote-unquote creepy that he was trying to meet up with an adult 3 years younger than him. But it...
What? That's so stupid. Like, she's 18 years old. The dude's 21 years old. Wow, that's a crazy story to hear, to be honest. All right, well, okay, all right. They call that creepy? Man, people are pretty dumb. Man, some humans are pretty dumb in general, to be honest, if they think that's creepy or something.
Isn't it curious how you never see anyone trying to, jump somebody like this who has 1,000, 18, 19-year-old barely legal quote-unquote men out here trying to fucking line them up for a 1,000-man gangbang? So we're willing to jump people and call them predators for meeting up with a single adult who is supposedly consensually making that decision. But when a woman does it to 1,000 men in the same day, there are people who laud her, oh, she accomplished something. She set a new record. Can you believe all the money she's gonna make?
Yeah, like the hypocrisy of like the duality or so, right? Of like the male version talking to a younger female, but then like a woman who's having sex with like young guys, it's like, oh, there's nothing wrong with that, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm like, it's so stupid, to be honest. It is still the most dumbest thing ever. It's like, I feel like the people who think that way is like, come on, dude. Like, if you're gonna hate people, like older guy, trying to meet up with like an 18-year-old girl, you think that's disgusting? And the funny thing about it is like, he's not even like 30 or 40 years old, right? The dude's 21 years old. That's what makes it the difference. I'm like, what? Why would you jump this dude? This guy's like 21 years old, dude. And then now reverse the roles, and it's an older woman prowling on younger guys, now it's like, no, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it, I'm like, no.
It's a very odd double standard, and one that realistically shouldn't exist.
Either you hate both sides, right? The both gender equality, right? That's what's called gender equality, right? You hate both sides, or you just don't hate any of them at all, Personally, I don't really care, right? If you're dating an 18-year-old, right? She's legally an adult, She can make her own decisions, If she wants to date a 31-year-old man, then she can date a 31-year-old man. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, go wild, bro. Do what you want to do, She's an adult at the end of the day.
Like, this type of shit should just be universally called out and be considered a net negative for society. But like I said, there's people out there who defend this shit. They think this shit is like awesome or whatever. It's not that I necessarily have a problem with like OnlyFans or like sex work in general, because to a degree that type of shit is always going to exist no matter what. But the fact that you can just like openly do shit like this and nobody is like, hey, you're a fucking loser. I mean, it really just, it says a lot about who we have living around us in this world, man.
That's
so anyway,
true.
I just wanted to talk about this because I think it's fucking hilarious that this easy payday she thought she was gonna get got completely stepped on and crushed. And even OnlyFans were like, dude, this is too far even for our moral compass. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at SubTheOptimist.
Kind of crazy to see that, to be honest. Kind of crazy. So it's not really the same person. It's actually someone else. Another OnlyFans creator fucking got banned. The OnlyFans star Bonnie Blue has had the video of her with 1,000 men banned from the platform because it violated their rules. So yeah. Oh jeez, Jesus Christ. Anyways, yeah. Actually, before that, actually, let me see real fast. Let's take a look at this. Oh, it is the same girl. It actually is the same girl. Okay, never mind. I thought it wasn't. I see. Okay. Yeah, it is the same person. Okay. I didn't think it was the same person. I thought she had a different name or something. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. But yeah, she got banned, and she ain't making that content. She ain't making that money or so. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. At least from looking at the pictures of her, right? Just kind of like looking at pictures of her. Personally, not my type. She's definitely not my type. She doesn't look really appealing personally. I feel like she's going to age not well, you know? She kind of looks... Yeah, fuck it. She looks pretty old. She definitely looks pretty old, I'll be honest with you. How old is this person? She's 26 years old? God, she doesn't even look like 26 years old. Are you serious? Man, dude. Oh, that's crazy. She does not look like 26 years old. She looks like in her 30s. Dude, she does not look like 26. I do not believe that. Wow, that's crazy. And I look younger than her. And I'm centuries older than her. Holy shit, dude. That's crazy. She looks old, dude. She looks older. She does not look like 26 years old. I can't show these pictures, of course, but... Man, that's crazy. Okay. Anyways, yeah, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. It's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Goddamn. Okay, so it is the same creator at the end of the day. Wow. That's absurd. Anyways, I am going to collect 1,000 men in gacha games. Anyways, I'll catch you all in the next video. And peace.